Greetings everybody. This week we are covering something I hear all too often when I knock on people's doors. So yeah, I'm thinking about getting into real estate. If that's true, then this video is for you. So the question is, should I go into real estate? And the answer, more likely than not, is actually no. And that's because this is a career designed for a very specific type of servant leadership type entrepreneur. However, if after watching this entire video, you're even more excited about the idea of getting into real estate, then beyond a doubt, I would say go for it. So when I say real estate, I'm specifically talking about becoming a licensed real estate broker in your state and representing people on the purchase and sale of residential property. If you want to talk about commercial real estate or becoming a mortgage broker, I am not the person to be giving you advice on that. And also, I would never ever advise against becoming a real estate investor. I think anyone who is interested in building wealth must include real estate in their portfolio. Okay, so here are the reasons why you should become a real estate sales professional. Number one, you love talking to people and you love working with people. If the reason you're interested in going into real estate is because you understand the job has very little to do with the actual real estate and absolutely everything to do with the people who are buying and selling it, then you're on the right track. I was first intrigued by real estate investment, but it wasn't until I realized that real estate sales is all about human outreach and engagement that I decided it was a better way to spend my time. Cool. Number two, you enjoy creating your own schedule and working on your own terms. Freedom! Freedom! That's right, no boss, no cubicle, and nobody telling you what you can or can't do. For me, this means I work from 5 a.m. to 6 p.m. almost every day, but it's possible that for you, it could mean only working 3 days a week. But of course, there is more to this story on the negative side of the equation as well. Number three, unlimited income potential. This is easily the biggest reason why people get into real estate. Your income has unlimited growth. However many homes you sell is how much money you will make. And with real estate commissions ranging from 2 to 3%, disregarding any commission shares you might split with a managing broker or team member, that's basically 2 to 3K per every $100,000 of real estate you sell. Selling one of the most expensive items on the market is beyond a doubt a very lucrative business. And finally, number four, you're an entrepreneur at heart. Now, the last one was the biggest reason why people get into real estate, but this is the biggest reason why I think you should get into real estate. A real estate sales professional is a business owner. You're the marketing team, the sales team, the accounting branch, and the finance department. And the opportunity to be extremely lean and creative with selling real estate is definitely there. You have the more, traditional broker models like Keller Williams or Remax, and then you also have more creative models like the Zillow Group is getting into it, Redfin, or even companies like EXP utilizing technology to carve out their own place in the real estate market. More likely than not, you'll work under a brokerage just like the ones I mentioned, and they will provide you with tools to build your own business. But that's the thing. You are the business, not Keller Williams or Redfin, but you. Customers hire you to sell their home, and you should be excited at the opportunity of taking full responsibility for your own success. All right, so now let's pivot to the reasons why you shouldn't become a realtor, and they all relate to the reasons why you should as well. Number one, you're impatient, people can really easily get on your nerves, or you don't have great self-control. When you get into the business, it will be your job to go out and prospect for new clients. This means you'll always be trying to reach new people. And not everyone you meet is going to be exactly happy with you all the time. And it's very possible that you won't be happy after reaching out to 1,000 people and none of them choosing to buy or sell a home with you. Or maybe you'll work with a client for 3 weeks and then they'll end up going under contract on a home with another agent. This stuff happens in real estate and you have to be ready for it. Being in real estate is like traversing the wild, wild west. You're really out here working in the trenches with people and everyone is different. The key point I want to make here is one, if you're impatient with people, or two, if you're impatient with getting financial results, this job will be very problematic for you. As the real estate professional, it's your job to always put the client's best interest first. And sometimes that might not always align with your own self-interest, and you have to be okay with that. I'm not saying let people walk all over you, but understand that people are going to be emotional, moody, and stressed out. And it's your obligation to be a balancing force in their life to get them to succeed. If you're not patient and you're not understanding, you'll get into trouble in this business. Reason not to be a realtor number 2. You're always at work. Okay, so with freedom of schedule comes a little caveat. You're basically always working. I got a call at 8 p.m. on a Sunday 2 weeks ago from a client who said they're ready to go under contract on a home. That will happen. Also, most people work Monday to Friday and need to use the weekend to deal with their real estate stuff. So weekend work is a very common thing for a real estate sales professional. You never know when a call will come in, and it's your job to be prepared. This job does not end at 5 p.m. Work can and will happen at the strangest times, and you have to be ready to accept that in order to succeed in this business. Number 3, you need a consistent income to feel okay. Well, this consistent paycheck thing, it ain't gonna happen, ever. Especially when you're first getting started. My first year in this business, I probably spent more than $20,000 and made less than $3,000. I also know people who made $100,000 in their first year. So inconsistent doesn't mean non-existent, but things take time in this business, and you should not go into this expecting a consistent paycheck on the first of the month. Cool. So with that being said, your first paycheck could be more than $10,000. So you better be good at managing your money once you get it if you want to be in this real estate game. Quattro. You're in it for the money. Unlimited income attracts some shady characters. Now, I would confidently say that real estate has far fewer degenerates than investment banking, which is basically the only other industry that can match the income potential that real estate has to offer, beyond actually starting your own startup company or corporation. But I would still recommend not getting into this job if you're purely after the dollar, because clients can smell that from a mile away, and you'll end up making very little compared to those who actually have a passion for serving their clients. The most successful real estate salespeople get big because their clients speak wonders of them to their friends and family, and an emphasis on the money over serving your clients is just not going to impress anyone. Number 5, 85 to 90% of realtors fail in their first 5 years. This is a big one. 85% or more of startup companies fail. It is no coincidence that this statistic is almost exactly the same for real estate professionals. If people were better educated about what the job actually entailed, I think the statistic would come down a lot. But nonetheless, if you ever consider quitting at any moment, you've basically already lost. You have to be in this game to win it. If you can't commit to the next 18 to 24 months to your real estate career, I don't think you'll last. People don't buy homes like they buy cereal. It will take some time for you to get established in this industry. If you're looking for instant gratification, this career is not for you. But with that being said, when you do make it through the first 5 years and come out on the other side with a thriving business and more personal development than you could have possibly imagined from the outset, you'll feel pretty damn great. So, conclusion. I would highly recommend you do a lot of research and deeply consider the aforementioned pros and cons before pursuing a career in real estate sales. This won't just be your job, this will be your life. And I think it's awesome, but I also like working 24/7. If you have any questions, by all means, drop me a comment and I will answer all of them. As always, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like this video, please go ahead and hit that like button. And of course, I'll see you guys next week. Peace.